Hey guys, it's me, Mystery Man, and welcome back to another video. And yeah, it's been a little while. It's like I always say this in every video, but yeah, so it's been a while. So in this video, as you can see, it's a demonstration of the bot, and it can actually do a lot more than it did a while ago. So let's go ahead and have a look at what it can do. As you can see, I have a few things on the screen. I have a sheet for something that I'm going to tell you about. So this bot is actually able to be programmed by a written book, or a book and quill rather. But yeah, you can put a program inside that little book and it will download the data and then it'll execute the code. And I am going to demonstrate two handwritten programs, and then I've got some pre-made programs we can look at because they're a bit more complicated. The first program I want to demonstrate is the first thing I've added to this bot, which was the follow path code. So if we look on the other screen, you'll notice that I've got interesting data. So if I type a 0, I get these little underlines, and if I type a 1, I get boxes. So the codes are in binary. For our follow path program, what we're going to need is the number 1, because it actually will use the follow path code. And then the second line of code here is going to instruct the bot to stop reading the book, and that's where the program also will end. So when you're done with the program, you close it up. And then what I do is I just start up my bot program, and it only has one. Well, there's an object that calls a method that's only used for reading the book. That's pretty much it. So it reads the book, and as you can see, the bot has started to move, and it stops when it comes across the color black. In this case, it's referring to this oak log. It actually doesn't look half bad if you put it next to a lake too, so I'm pretty happy with that. So that was the follow path code. Now I'm going to show you a recent feature that I've made with my bot. My bot has loops. You can actually loop something. So if you were to say craft a bunch of things in bulk, you could just loop it instead of having to copy paste a bunch of times. Honestly, it didn't make sense to do that, but it made more sense to make a loop function. So I'm going to show you a program that's going to drop exactly 63 items. In this case, cobblestone. So here's how we're going to write the program. On the screen, we are going to type the command that basically starts a loop. So let's see if I could do this. So it's first going to be the number, what is it, 27? Yeah, this is the number 27 in binary. So what we're doing is we're doing 1 plus 2, which is 3. The 4 is a 0, so we're just saying add 0, which is still 3. And then 3 plus 8 is 11. And then if we add 16 to that 11, we get 27. So we're representing it in binary. Each of these decimal, or rather, not decimal, each of these digits here double as we go that way. So this is 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and so on. So that's what that is. So here's how the loop function works. So first we put the command to start the loop, and then the second line is the argument for how much we want to delay it. So in this case, we're going to delay it for exactly, well, not delay, I'm sorry. This is the amount of times we want to loop it. So we first start the loop, we ask it, we tell it how many times it loops, and then down here, we can actually write the action we want to do inside the loop body. So in this case, this is to drop items. So this is pressing Q. Now, you can have it spaced out as much as you want. You can even have this on the next page. Obviously, it's more compact to have everything like this, but you're completely fine to do that. when I finally release the bot. I'm not releasing it yet. There's many things to work on. Even this language that I'm making will have more features. Anyways, now we have to end the loop, which is just adding 1 to this number. So now it's 28. And then we end the program right here. So start the loop, loop it for 63 times. We're going to press Q in that loop, and then we're going to end the loop once this reaches pretty much 0-ish. But yeah, it does all that. And then it ends the program. So now that I've tried to explain that, we can go ahead and start it. So for this program to work, I just have to do this. Doesn't matter. It's just going to drop the item. So I start my program, and I'm going to stand right here. And you'll notice that we'll first read the book, and then spit exactly 63 items. And there we go. We got 63 items on my end. And it's really that easy. Isn't that cool how loops work? I'm really happy with that. Alright, so now we can move on to the next thing. And the next thing I will show you is pre-made codes. So if you look on the Mystery Man side, I've got 3 programs we are going to test. The first program I want to show off is the fishing program. It's a really nice program, and it uses, yeah, you can't tell what that says. You can pretty much copy and paste code blocks. That's what I love about this system that I made. It's really convenient. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dump these books that I've had in my other account. Oh, by the way, I've made a change to the bot. So I have to wear a carved pumpkin to adjust the center for the y-axis, or for the y, because it could be different depending on what machine you're using. Alright, so I've got the pumpkin on my head. I give the bot that, and I will give it a fishing rod. And yeah, it looks like my bot's not even wearing a pumpkin. There you go. That was weird. Visual glitch. So what we'll do is we're going to put the book in the main, like so. And I'm going to look like this, and we are going to start the program. And yeah, it's going to do the read book method, which just reads the book until we hit that terminating line. This one is cool because now you'll see the pages flip. Or actually, no, that was a short program. You'll see the pages flip on other programs. So, yep, it does its alignments and it casts the rod. So yeah, I changed the fishing program so that it would last forever. Basically, the player actually does what the human does. It'll track that fishing hook until it bobs down, and then it'll actually reel the line in. So yeah, it uses pure visual mechanics to do the fishing. And as you can see, it's always accurate because, well, if you look on the bot screen, you'll see how I've done that. Essentially what I did is whenever we cast the hook out, I have the program scan the pixels coming from the top down until it reaches the hook, and then it just waits there until the hook dips down. So it knows exactly when the hook has a fish or something on it. And we've gotten an enchanted book. That was pretty cool. So it'll switch hands when it's done fishing, because that's just a good indicator for me. So yeah, we are done now. So that was the fishing program, and I thought that was quite cool. It was very cool. So we were able to fish and we got some cool things. Let's see what this book was. Alright, what was the book? Oh, Piercing 4, not bad, not bad. Alright. Okay, let's move on to the next program then. So the next program I'm going to show you is kind of funny, because we are going to just craft 5 crafting tables. So I will give the bot some acacia planks, and I will also give it the crafting program. so that it can actually do some crafting for me. So, cheers. Yeah, so now I have to help it out. So first we'll put the book in the offhand, blocks in the main hand, and then all I have to do is start the program. In the finalized version of the bot, I'm just going to have it idle until you press a key to stop the program, you know, for exiting and such. But yeah, as you see, it flips the book's pages, then it goes in the inventory, and this is actually a very good example. So here's what we forgot to do. We actually forgot to go in survival mode because it's kind of pointless to craft items in creative unless you're demonstrating something differently. Yeah, but no, we needed the survival inventory because it's trying to place its mouse on these special spots. And these are defined just by a number in an argument. It's really easy. We might as well see this again. It was good that I showed you that error. I always make it. In survival, that could never happen because I'd be in survival. But anyways, now let's watch that crafting program. Okay, so it's just going to craft me 5 tables. And voila, we are done. By the way, this is not an efficient way to craft crafting benches. And I don't know why you need to craft so many, but yeah, I just wanted to show you how you can use that loop method to keep looping the items. And as you can see, we crafted 5 benches, so that was kind of cool. This is going to be definitely useful once we do dispenser crafting programs and stuff. I've already implemented a way to use the crafting bench as well, but I haven't made a book to demonstrate it yet, so anyways, I just wanted to show you that. I thought that was really cool. So yeah, it downloaded a way to craft data, so it's cool. And now the final program I'd love to demonstrate, the book sort program. My goodness, this program was actually not that bad. I programmed it in like a day and a half. That's not exactly to the hour, but yeah, it didn't take long. And now I'm going to explain why our font looks weird. If I say hello, you notice that it's just a bunch of weird stripy lines. Well, believe it or not, the bot reads alphabetical letters as just like barcode stripes, except they have colors to do combinations. So believe it or not, what this bot is going to do, this is a really easy program too. First it'll look down, it'll open a chest, and then it just starts the program. It's really cool. So we look down, this line of code starts the book sorting program, and the argument it passes is the book number. So this is, in this case, Silk Touch. It's identified by a 5. We'll do another book just to show how we can switch that number as well. And then it'll stop when it's done. So it's a really simple program, but obviously a lot that goes behind it was the complex part. So here's what we're gonna do. On my main account, I am going to give it 36 random books. Although I will include Silk Touch in that random. Alright, so I gave the bot a bunch of random books. In those random books, there's also Silk Touch. I'm gonna try to mix these up a bit, if I can. I can't really. Here, I'll mix them up in this way. I don't know how much I can mix this up, so I apologize. But I'll try to combobulate it a bit. Alright, so now that we've got 36 books to go through, we are going to find out if it sorts out those Silk Touches like we expect it to. So, I'm going to open this chest on my end. It'll download the data, and it'll get to sorting. So as you can see, it's going to actually scan the text on each of the books within this amount of time. If it comes across a Silk Touch book, it's going to dump it off in the double chest. So let's see if it ever finds one. Yep, and look at that, we got Silk Touch right there. I put more than one, there we go, there's another Silk Touch. Oh, and another one. It looks like I didn't shuffle them up enough to show that off. That's okay. We'll do some more shuffling, or not shuffling, but I'll do some more demonstrations. So, yep, it's just going through, and that is it. So there you go, 3 Silk Touch books. And to show you that it did sort them out, I'm going to put the rest of my books in here, and we can read them with my other account. So, yeah, the idea behind this book sorting program is that you can have a list of all the books you want to sort in a certain order, and you can just dump them off in chests like this. And if I just scan through each of these, you'll notice that there is no Silk Touch left. Okay, I'm going to do something different. Let's go ahead and sort out Unbreakings. Alright, I found the list. So, Unbreaking is the number 10. Okay, so what we're going to modify in the code is this number 5, and we're going to change it to 10 in binary, which is as simple as shifting to the left by 1. So now, let's go ahead and start the program. And I am going to just watch it. Now, those can stay in there, it's fine. This is actually a cool thing with this program. You can have it sort out all the books you want, like all the good ones, and you just have all the bad ones in the other chest. It really depends on how the user wants to do it. So, if it comes across an Unbreaking, it'll just dump it. And look at that, we got an Unbreaking there. And you'll notice that, look, we even dump off Unbreaking ones. And all that good stuff. We'll see if there's any more Unbreakings in there somewhere. I'm pretty happy with the speed. I mean, it's not the fastest enchanted book sorting, but it works. So look at that, we've sorted out all these Unbreaking enchanted types. And it was that easy. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to give it a like and subscribe. And in the next update, I will be showing off what this bot could do further beyond what it can do now. It's going to be really insane. I plan to add some jump codes so we could just jump around a written book and just execute different commands to get a more complex system. Anyways, take care.